Hello again, children. So this week we've looked at nouns, we've looked at proper nouns, we've looked at common nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, collective nouns. We've looked at verbs, we've looked at the progressive form, we've looked at the perfect form, and we've practiced those quite a bit. We know where to find some songs on YouTube to help us. Today, once we've done our grammar activity, we're going to look at nouns being used as verbs and verbs being used as nouns. We've done that before, so it should be quite straightforward for us. Before we start, let's try this one. Get yourself a pencil and a piece of paper, pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's have a look. We're looking for the nouns in the first one. It says the red-eyed tree frog. Well, that's its name. Whoops. So all nouns is just one of many species of frog that lives in the rainforest. Those are all my nouns. Verbs. They hide under leaves and in other concealed spots to ambush their prey with long sticky tongues. They hide and they ambush. Adjectives. The rest of their body is neon green in colour with a hint of blue and yellow at the sides. Now, yeah, these are the adjectives. Colours. Now, colours can be nouns, but in this context, these nouns are being used to describe the frog, so they are described as adjectives. But you can say the colour yellow, or you could say something is yellow. So the colour yellow is a noun, it is yellow is an adjective. Adverbs. As their name suggests, they are mainly known for their huge, bright red eyes. And here's the adverb mainly. Okay, let's look at the next ones. Again, pause the video and have a go. We're looking for prepositions, coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions. Oh, and this time I squeezed in a little bit of passive voice. So think very carefully about that one. Okay, prepositions. They have specially adapted suction cup toes which help them to cling on to trees, leaves and branches. Coordinated conjunctions. The most common prey includes moths, crickets, flies and grasshoppers, but they have been known to eat most creatures that fit into their mouths. Subordinating conjunction. The male frog is around 2 inches long, while the female is slightly bigger at up to 3 inches in length. Passive voice. The red-eyed tree frogs are generally considered and generally squeeze itself into our passive voice construction. Are considered. Okay, and this is one for you to have a go at. So pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's do this together. So I want to look at my fronted adverbial. When disturbed, they open their eyes. There we go. When disturbed, they open their eyes and flash a distinctive colour, possibly taking other animals by surprise to give themselves an opportunity to hop to safety. Commas for clauses. Male frogs can quiver and even shake the branch of the tree where they are resident in order to attract the females. There it is. Where they are residing. My relative clause, where they are residing. Brackets to show parenthesis. They hide under leaves and in other concealed spots to ambush their prey with long sticky tongues. They hide under leaves and in other concealed spots. If I read my sentence, I can take that out. They hide under leaves to ambush their prey with sticky tongues. Speech punctuation. I know that frog looks cute, said the explorer, but it's still a carnivore. Okay, so this is what he said. I know that frog looks cute, said the explorer. Now I don't need a capital letter here, but it's still a carnivore. Well done if you got those. Right, so today we're going to look at verbs that can be nouns and nouns that can be verbs. The word point can be both a noun and a verb. To use point as a noun, we put a determiner like a, an, or the. before it. Henry sharpened his pencil to a point, makes it a noun. To use point as a verb, we put the word to before it. The little girl started to point out of the coach window. That makes it a verb. So let's word here, chase. So maybe a chase or the chase would have it as a noun, and to chase would have it as a verb. Have a think about what sentence could you write using chase as a noun, and what sentence could you write using chase as a verb. Pause the video and have a go. If you're not sure, just look at the one that I'm going to show you. The dog ran to chase the cat. So in this context, it's being used as a verb. The dog ran to chase the cat. And here we've got the dog enjoyed the chase. So it's been used as a noun. Okay. So what I want you to look at here is you've got to decide. I've got the word present twice. One of them is used as a noun and one of them is used as a verb, and the same for progress. So read each sentence carefully and decide whether the word underlined is being used as a noun or a verb. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, the group stood in front of the class to present their speech. That's a verb. Rubbing her eyes in disbelief, Sarah ran over to the present underneath the tree. That's a noun. Dad was extremely pleased with the progress Chloe had made in year 5. That's a noun. Abigail was trying to progress to the 100 metres backstroke final. And that's a verb. Same again. Are these words being used as a noun or a verb? Read each sentence carefully and have a go. Pause the video and try. Okay. Holly was starting to suspect that her little brother had stolen the lost chocolate biscuit. That's a verb, isn't it? To suspect. After a long chase, the police officer finally caught the suspect. Cambridge class were able to help the food bank by collecting food. In PE, the children had to film their sequences. Mrs. Prince put a cover over her top of the range sports car in her garage. Okay. So, can you write a sentence using the word display as a verb? Can we write a sentence using the word display as a verb? The children had to display their reading skills. Last week, during Troop in the Colour, the soldiers needed to display their marching skills. During break time, the children wanted to display their expert skipping, and each of those has been used as a verb. Yeah, the children displayed their reading skills. There's your verb. Look. Last week, during Troop in the Colour, the soldiers displayed their marching skills. During break time, the children were displaying, present progressive, were displaying their expert skipping. Now, the reason why this in a grammar test would not get you a mark is because we've changed the verb to an ed form. We have to keep the word exactly as it was. Display. Can you see it's got to be exactly as it was? So here we've got display, but here we've got displayed. So that would be wrong. Here we've got to display, and here we've got were displaying. So you'll be very careful with that job. So now we're going to have a go at writing the word display as a noun. Here's one. The children's work was going on a display. Write a sentence using the word scratch as a verb. Have a go. Think about to scratch. Here's an example if you're not sure. He wanted to scratch for hours and hours. His dry skin made him scratch for hours. Now, I haven't got to scratch in here, but it's still being used as a verb. Now, the last thing I want you to do is I want you to go back onto YouTube and I want you to watch the two videos again, because now we've got to the end of the week and we should be really good at recognising the past perfect tense and the present perfect tense, the past progressive form and the present progressive form. And those are the really important things we need to learn this week. So if you're not sure, go back and spend the rest of your English time just going over these two songs. And I'll see you again in 2 weeks' time.